I'm at 305 Helen Street in Ludlow, Kentucky, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purpose of a home. We're looking for basically anything of concern for the buyer, any kind of structural issues or root intrusion. Access point is the roof vent. There is no access on the inside of the home or outside that we could find. Maybe under some furniture or some of the padding down there. We're not really sure, but it looks like as we drop in, it looks like we're going into cast iron stack, but it looks like I'm going into PVC here. Get it to go on here. Might have to turn some water on here to in the wrong direction. I'm going to try to run some water here in a second. Might have got it to go now, but now it's dropping again. I'm going to try to run some water. So we can clear off the camera head, but I'm not sure where in the world this thing went. Looks like we are vertical. Hopefully that'll help. Looks like it's starting to inch. Good. Hopefully it doesn't make any more turns, because that's been the biggest issue so far. It's moving. You got some cast iron there. It's just really hard to see what's going on right now. Hopefully as we go we'll be able to pull back and see more. I think I'm going to pause the video here and I'm going to go get a locate and find out exactly where this is running under the floor. And hopefully we can get an idea of where there might be a floor clean out or something, because I don't think we're going to get out very far with the way things are going and how many turns it's already made. So Again, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to go locate where this is. Okay, we did find a stack in a back room, but there's a bunch of stuff in the way. I'm not sure it's even accessible. So we're running a bunch of water. We're going to see how far we can get. It's making this really difficult because it's got cast iron. So we're going to see how far we can push. So hopefully we can at least get out to the street or so and get off the property. But now it's going to hit another turn. Okay, looks like I think we've actually reached clay, which would be helpful. It usually means we've exited the house, so we're getting closer and closer to the demarcation line between private property and where the municipality or the sewer district would take over responsibility. And so with a little bit of water help, we've already made it an extra 20-something feet. So far the line looks really good. Wide open, it's flowing well, even with all that water running. It's not even covering the lens on the camera, which is only about a ½ inch off the bottom of the pipe. Webs up on the top. Another good indication because it means that the water level isn't getting very high. second. Sorry about that. We want to at least get out. If I can get out to 100 feet, I'll stop there. We'll locate that and see how far out we are, and see if we're plenty off the property. We should be. Starting to get pretty rough to push, and we're out over 100 feet, so alright, so I'm going to pause the video here, and we're going to get a locate, make sure we're off the property, and that way there's no worries about whether or not the homeowner is responsible. And so I'm going to we're going to pause the video for a second and go check it out. Okay, so we are actually, this line goes over and it ties in underneath the apartment complex. If you're facing the house from Helen, it actually goes underneath the apartment building to the right. And this is about as far as we're going to be able to get here. See, it doesn't want to move. But we're plenty off the property, and anything beyond about 60-70 feet is underneath the building, and this all looked really good, so I don't have anything to worry about. And if you ever have any issues, there's a shared tap with the apartment building behind you, and it goes underneath that building and out to the alley. There is no sewer out on Helen, nor is there any sewer out in the side street there next on the side of the garage. I can't think of the name of that road, but the line looked really good, and so that's good news. No root intrusion because there's no trees, so that's always good. The line is open and flowing well. You can see the spider webs up on top again. The only thing that'll be of note on here is that it does go underneath the building next door, and also with the cast iron on the inside, that you don't want to use anything other than toilet paper in these lines. No wet wipes. You shouldn't use those anyway, but they're much worse in cast iron because of how rough the pipe material is. When it rusts, it's a lot easier for things to catch on it and to cause backups. And so if you're going to use wet wipes, you just want to throw them in the trash, or like the people that live here now, they have a bidet, which is a lot better than using wet wipes and throwing them down your sewer, that's for sure. And so I didn't see any issues with this line. It looks really good. Back in the cast iron now at about 50 feet. So we had 50 feet of cast iron before it exited, and then 50 feet of clay till we got out to the sidewalk of the alley. And there is a stack in the house, but it's almost inaccessible because it's back in a little cubby they created in the closet in the bathroom. You don't even see any toilet paper in these lines, which is really good. So I am vertical now. If you look in the bottom left hand corner, it tells you the angle I'm at. I'm pointing straight down right now. So we're coming up vertical through the stack. And here we go. We are out and back in the reel. So, made it out to the sidewalk, which is only a few feet from the main. We just couldn't get any further, and it was well past the responsibility of the homeowner due to the fact that this line goes underneath the two address, the multi-dwelling next door, and ties in with that. So, if there's ever any issue, those two tie in together before they tie into the main. So. Right now the line looks great. There's no issues whatsoever that I could see, especially on the private part of the line. The cast iron looked good. It was wide open. Didn't even have much channeling to it, and the clay on the outside and underneath the other building looked like it was in really good shape too. No structural issues and no root intrusion. So it looked great. So that'll end the inspection at 305 Helen Street in Ludlow, Kentucky.